Hello there.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live stream. I have no idea which number this is by this point.
I think this is live stream 4.
Is it 4? Well, we did 2, then 3. Yeah, I think this is 4. You're right.
This is 4, yeah.
Woo! My name is Alyssa, or sorry, Allie. I use she, her pronouns.
I use he, him pronouns.
See, I got into work mode. I'm like, all right, let's introduce with like full name. I'm like, wait, no. Molly should be joining us in a little bit. She is running a little bit behind, which is fine. Today we are going to be listening to episode 6 and 7. If you would like the content warnings, those should be in the description. They're also going to be stated before the episode actually begins. You ready to start, Emmett?
Yeah, hell yeah, I am.
Hell yeah. Alright, let us begin.
The following episode contains mentions of vomiting, references to body mutilation, and difficulty breathing at the start. If you are sensitive to any of these, please listen at your own discretion. A transcript of this episode is available at dininginthevoid.com/transcripts. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Dining in the Void.
These children of the stars must start aligning all their goals. They need somebody else's help to leave here with their souls. Breathe carefully and stay alive. This moment's not your last. Don't hide your face, your secret's known. One day they'll be unmasked. The one who wins will face my fate, a form unadmirable. I only hope they'll realize that it is not desirable.
Warning, air contamination. Warning, air contamination. Warning, air contamination. Warning,
Tala,
air contamination.
what's happening? Talk to me.
Air contamination. Warning,
Doesn't this
air
place have any
contamination.
gas masks?
Warning, air contamination.
Stars, I can't.
Air contamination. Warning, air contamination. Warning, air contamination.
Katie Bell,
Air contamination.
what's happening?
There's cats escaping
Air contamination.
space kid.
Warning, air
What's so
contamination.
funny?
Warning, air contamination. Warning, air
No, turn off the
contamination.
gas. I
Warning,
can't.
air contamination. Warning, air decontamination suspended.
Help me.
Warning,
Help
air
me find a gas
contamination.
mask, please.
Warning,
I got it.
air contamination. Warning, air contamination.
What's wrong with you? It's a
Air
mask.
contamination.
I'm sorry. It's just
Air
funny.
contamination.
It's so
Warning,
goofy.
air contamination. Warning,
Hello,
air
Emily.
contamination. Warning,
Katie Bell, give it to me.
warning, air contamination.
Okay.
Warning, air contamination.
Do you know where this gas came from?
No.
Tala, do you know?
Mars was working on some experiments, but they asked me not to share details in case Joe came back. This is the only one that seems to have, caught on.
What's so funny?
She made a joke. Ah, I'm so proud.
It's a gas, not a disease. That doesn't even make sense. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We should go talk to Mars. Oh, what now?
I mean, of course, it's Mars's doing. They were doing some sciencey stuff in their lab over there.
Well, labs are for science. Tala, is this some kind of laughing gas?
That's what Mars called it. But they said you don't actually laugh when you inhale it, it just makes you sleepy and giggle. But it would seem that this gas affects different species differently. When Mars inhaled some of it the other day, they were unconscious for 2 minutes and 6.7 seconds.
You kept track of time?
Of course I did. After all, numbers are kind of my thing.
Could the gas be coming from Mars' lab?
I don't think so. It happened so quickly that I couldn't log where it started.
Come on, Katie Bell. Let's start there.
Oh, good. You're here, too.
Galatea, what are you doing in Mars's lab? It's not yours.
I could ask you the same thing. But Tala told me that this ridiculous gas is the doctor's fault, so I came to see what the hell was going on.
We guessed that too. Did they tell you how to turn it off?
Unfortunately, no. As you can see, Mars won't be of much help. They were lying there when I got here.
And you just left them there?
Oh, stars. Mars? Mars. Okay, they're breathing, but they're out cold. Katie Bell, bring over that oxygen tank. Galatea, get off your ass and find something to put under Mars's head.
Will this?
Yes, the lab coat will be fine. It's okay, Mars. We've got you.
Galatea, why did you leave them on the floor?
I'm not equipped to deal with this. I usually have assistants who handle these things for me. But I won't stop you if you're so inclined to do good.
I wonder why their ears are bleeding. That's not where blood comes from.
It must be a side effect of the gas.
I'll wipe it away with my handkerchief. How soon do you think they'll recover?
I don't know. I know I can bounce back from breathing noxious gas, but I don't know about humans. They could be out for minutes to days.
And the only one who could tell us is the very person who needs help. The irony is not lost on me.
Galatea, if you're not going to help, at least stay quiet.
You sound like Pygmalion.
You mean your manager?
There aren't many people named Pygmalion in this galaxy, Katie Bell. But yes, you do sound like him. He says something similar when I complain too much on set.
Isn't that kind of controlling?
I don't believe it is. He needs to make sure I don't offend the people I work for. And if it is, well, why can you order us around and he can't?
Oh, thank the stars.
Mars, you're alright. I was worried.
Oh, fuck, that wasn't supposed to happen. I need to get back to work.
No, you can't. You're staying right here.
What do you mean?
You've been unconscious for who knows how long. You need to recover. We'll keep watch.
Well, I'm not staying on the floor. I'll recover while I work. I don't need help getting up. There's more important things at stake now than me needing to recover.
If you don't take time to recover, you'll be out for longer. Can you get rid of the gas?
Aye.
Then what do you need from us?
Nothing. I can do it myself.
Mars! Stars, you almost fell again.
The room isn't normally this wobbly, is it?
See, you're not back to normal yet. I can't have you working when you're like this.
Aveline, I have to work.
No. Seriously, you have to take care of yourself.
I can take care of myself while taking care of this gas.
No, you can't. Not by yourself. Let us help you, please.
I told you I don't need help.
Mars, stop. You're in no state to be acting like this. It's childish. You know I'm right. Just tell us what you need so we can get rid of this gas.
The gas is hooked up to the vents. There's 10 canisters altogether. Don't look at me like that. I put them there as precaution, in case we needed to gas the host or something. But as you can see, something went wrong.
What do you think happened?
I had them hooked up remotely to a switch. It's over there underneath my desk. Someone must have snuck in here and released it.
But weren't you in here the entire time?
I was, but I didn't hit it.
You could have had Tala do it.
I wouldn't trust that machine with my life. And besides, I wouldn't be dumb enough to tell you something incriminating if I had done it, which I didn't do. For the record.
We're trying to figure this out.
Don't you start. Do you really think I'd put myself in harm's way just to kill you all?
Possibly. That way no one would ever suspect you. I hate this gas.
But, I mean, couldn't that apply to Galatea as well?
You really think I would do this to myself?
No, not at all. It's just that whole logic doesn't work. I mean, we've all lost something. We've all been put in harm's way. It could be any one of us.
Well, Mars is still on my list.
You're on mine as well.
Let's just focus on getting rid of the gas. I'll stay here with Mars while you two go find those canisters. Once the canisters are shut down, we need to meet somewhere. Tala, is there anywhere that's clear of the gas?
Yes, the communications room is unaffected. The airlocks also seem to be all right, but everywhere else seems to be contaminated.
Wait, the communications room? You said you didn't know where that was. You are being weird.
I didn't. Waverly and Sawyer found it without my help. Right now, they're getting the short-term comms back up.
Okay then. If they're gonna do that, we should start working on clearing the gas. Mars, what do we need to do?
First, you guys need to shut off the canisters to shut off the gas. There's a map where I put them over on my desk. Then Tal will need to vent out the gas and replace it with fresh air. We can use the airlocks while that's happening. If we open the communications room, we'd put Waverly and Sawyer in harm's way.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, great. Galatea and I can go shut the canisters off while Katie Bell can help you finish up in here. Come on.
Why are you... And we're walking. Wonderful. I adore being dragged places. Why me, Aveline? Is there something you need from me?
I wanted to talk to you.
Talk, then.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Why do you ask?
Because you got your arms crossed over your stomach. I mean, well, just the one arm because I'm holding the other one.
Thank you so much for your concern. I can assure you it's just stomach pain.
Wait a second. You're pregnant.
How the hell?
You're not showing around your stomach, but... Here, give me your hand. Yeah, I knew this wasn't just a vein popping out. I wouldn't blame you if it was, though. See, I kind of love your species. They get these really cool blue lines around the wrist to show how far along they are.
Okay, yes. Fine. I'm pregnant. I don't know how you spotted that, but yes, I'm nearly halfway through. We don't normally show until 3/4 through the cycle.
Is it... I don't know how to ask this, I'm sorry. Wow, are you excited?
Excited about what? Being pregnant? You've never been pregnant, have you?
No, actually, only certain people in our species are even allowed to.
Am I excited that my entire career could crumble before me if anyone were to find out? Am I excited to carry a future infant whose other parents are missing? I don't think anyone would be excited about that.
Other parents?
You recognized the lines on my wrist, but you didn't know we procreate between 3 people. Some journalist you are.
I'm no expert. I just read an interesting article about pregnancy in different species and...
Shut up. Listen. Both of them went missing within the same day. I don't even know if it's their fault or not. I just know they're gone. I don't remember all of it. We were all consenting. Of course, I wouldn't stand for anything else, and they were both fertile. I woke up alone in my bed, and no one knew where either of them had gone. And I turned over in bed and I threw up what was left in my stomach.
Galatea, I had no idea.
Of course you didn't have any idea. No one does. And I would like to keep it that way.
I won't tell anyone.
You better not. No one can change what happened. I'll have to deal with the consequences once I start showing. You know what's almost funny? Joe thought I didn't understand consequences, so they took off parts of my body. All because they thought, oh, look at this entitled bitch. She's never had to face punishment for anything she's done. Bullshit. I'm carrying a consequence in my fucking stomach. Are we done here?
Yes. Sorry. I'll let you walk in front.
Are you all right, Waverly?
We have been at this for almost 4 hours. Do you actually think we're going to get anything from this?
This is the only lead we've got. Worst case scenario, nothing happens. We both venture back out into the ship full of death traps, and if the others are dying to try, they can come in here and work.
Speaking of the others, where's everyone else? If you can even tell us that.
Aveline and Galatea are shutting down canisters. They're still taking care of the gas, so I'd recommend you stay in here.
No arguments there.
Meanwhile, Katie Bell is helping Mars in the lab. I'm gonna move my voice there in case they need me. You're both good here, right?
Yes, Tala, you're free to go.
Alrighty. Call me if you need anything.
Alright, Sawyer, let's try again. We are now broadcasting on every local wavelength.
This is Sirius Station, currently orbiting Rigel A. If anyone is within range, please respond. Damn it.
I thought we had it. We were so close. Fuck it. At this point in time, no one is coming to look for us. No one even knows we're still out here drifting along through the empty space of nothingness.
Sawyer, is that you? We can't tell what you're saying. Please, repeat.
Is that... No, it can't be. I don't believe it.
Who was that? Do you know them?
I thought that voice might be Ellery. But after all we've been through, I wouldn't be surprised if it were a hallucination.
I heard him too, Sawyer. If it is him, he could be our way out.
Tala, are there any spaceships nearby?
I detect a small 4-person shuttle closing in. It's only about 3 light years away, and it appears to be heading in our direction. It is not visible quite yet, but it will be in a few moments. I'm afraid I can't detect at this range how many life forms are on it, but hopefully there's at least one. Or it could be another AI. Either way, they're close enough now that short-range comms will probably work.
It's worth a shot. This is Sirius Station. If you are on board that incoming shuttle, identify yourself. Can you read us?
This is the space shuttle Cassiopeia. We read you loud and clear.
Ellery, it is you.
Daddy, it's Daddy.
Gee, you're both all right.
Well, mostly. But are you all right? You've been missing for so long. We thought you were...
Don't worry about that. Just get here as quickly as you can.
We should be there in a few minutes. We're coming, Sawyer.
We'll be ready for you. Tala? Am I dreaming? Or are they really coming?
You are awake, and they're now about 2.5 light years away, and I read 2 life forms.
Tell the others, and have them come meet us in here.
I'm on it.
This seems awfully convenient. Wait, what if this is just a trick to get us into letting our guard down? What if that's Joe luring us into another trap? What if it's another shapeshifter in disguise?
That would be a rather dedicated shapeshifter. Besides, any advanced AI such as Tala would be able to see right through it.
An advanced AI would have detected it sooner.
Actually, she detected the ship sooner than most AI do. Observation past about 1 light year is rare enough. For Tala to see a shuttle at 3 light years is quite impressive.
Tala says that there is a shuttle coming this way. Who's on it?
Ellery and G.
How did they find us?
I did tell them where I would be for the original dinner party in case something went wrong. But for them to look here after so long, well, it does seem rather odd.
Yeah, why wouldn't they have come sooner? And for that matter, why hasn't anyone else come to find us?
Ellery will have to explain himself.
That can wait. This station is still on lockdown, correct?
This station is still on lockdown, unfortunately. I'm sorry, folks. I would have let you go home weeks ago.
Galatea, is there some way that you could reprogram the lockdown command to allow them to enter?
I will do what I can, but I doubt it would work again to get us all out.
I understand. I just want to see them again.
I know you do.
Okay, I'll stay on the comms in case there are any problems. When the others get here, we'll get them on board with the plan. Sawyer, you sit tight, I guess.
Normally, I don't appreciate being told what to do.
To be fair, she is a queen, and I think a queen would outrank the CEO of a company. Even if she weren't, she'd still outrank you.
Are you just saying that because she's attractive?
What? No, not at all. I'm just saying she's done more good than you have.
Well, I can't say I disagree. I still feel as if I'm dreaming. I mean, there have been points where I've been away from them for months at a time.
Huh. Things are going well for them. But you know what they say. Good times don't last forever.
Dining in the Void is a production of Zebulon Podcasts and was created by Nicole Birdie. This episode was written by Nicole Birdie and Arizona Johnson. The script was edited by Ari. Aveline Lyon was played by Ari. Galatea Ivory was played by Molly Alex. Waverly Black was played by Molly Ray. Katie Bell Silver was played by Bio. Mars Kobe was played by Emmett Moon. Sawyer Green was played by Dylan. Tala was played by Arizona Johnson. Ellery was played by Cedric Reeve. R was played by Piper. And Joe was played by Rhea. Music was composed by Benny James. Sound was edited by Nicole Birdie, Arizona Johnson, and Ari. Follow us at zebulonpodcasts.tumblr.com and on Twitter at Dining in the Void. Thank you for listening.
The following episode contains loud coughing, discussion of sickness, and death mentions. If you're sensitive to any of these, please listen to your own discretion. A transcript of this episode is available at dininginthevoid.com/transcripts. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Dining in the Void.
One reunion sweet, its joyous happening is soured by sickness. 2 ally ships forged, but their hearts block their healing as trauma lingers. 3 secrets shrouded, 2 of them soon to be learned, the last a spoiler. Will they survive this? Inside someone very deep, one more child waits.
It's all right. Just try and work through it. Ellery, what's wrong with her?
I'm not sure. She felt awful for most of the trip, but the AI on the shuttle said she'd be fine with rest. But she has rested and she's gotten worse. I don't know what to do.
Well, if you can't figure it out, and the AI didn't help, then let's try something else. Mars, what should we do?
I'm not sure. She's burning up.
Is there anything you can do?
Yes, but I need my equipment and it's back in my lab.
Gee, come on, sweetheart.
Alright, G, come on, sit up here. She's been sick for a few weeks, right?
Yes, that's right.
Alright, hold on. Here, G, drink this.
It's all right, sweetie. They're here to help.
Yeah.
If I may ask, what did you give her?
Cough medicine. It won't make her sleepy or anything, but it is pretty gross.
Why would you give me something that tastes gross?
Because it helps with the coughing.
Yeah, but why?
Would you rather cough your lungs up?
Maybe. That'd be cool.
Sawyer, would you mind explaining to your daughter why coughing your lungs up is not cool?
G, Dr. Kobe is the only person in this ship who can help. I trust them, and you should too.
Dr. Kobe.
Doctor, forgive me for speaking up, but we just got here. Wasn't that a little hasty?
I have to agree with Mr. Green here.
Ah, Mother of the Cosmos! How did you get in here?
You wanted me in here. Also, the door was unlocked.
It's a slide door.
I know that, but it still opened for me.
Why are you in Mars's lab? Not that you aren't welcome, of course. It just doesn't seem like you need to be here.
Well, after you and Ellery were gripping each other for dear life...
They were hugging, Galatea.
It didn't look like that to me. And in front of your daughter, no less.
Do you hug back on Drispin, Miss Ivory?
I know what a hug is, thank you very much. But anyway, after you hugged, Mars asked Tala to send me here. So, I came here. I noticed you'd left a document open on your computer. I couldn't help but look at it. And by look, I mean I read 2 sentences and gave up.
So you didn't understand a word?
To my credit, I did try. But as soon as I read the structural components of the molecule contained within this vaccination, I was asleep. I'm sure it meant something important. Physical science is hardly my forte. If you're going to share these findings, you're better off talking to Aveline about it. She'll know what you're saying. That reporter knows everything, it seems.
Mars, that tickles.
I'm just checking your throat glands. I know it tickles, but I have to figure out what's wrong.
Sawyer, how long have you all been stuck here?
Since the dinner party.
You're absolutely right. I should have come sooner.
You're here now. That's what matters. I don't know what else awaits us on this floating death trap, but at least you're here with me. And so is G.
Can we get back out?
I doubt it. As soon as the shuttle bay doors closed, Tala went into panic mode and double-checked that the station was locked down.
She's almost always in panic mode because of how you all talk to her.
Anyway, owing to her behavior and our inability to work around it, it would seem that we're all stuck together.
You're pretty.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't believe we've met. Your fathers and I run in separate circles for the most part.
I'm G, spelt G-I. My full name is Gianna Griffin Green.
It's nice to meet you, G.
I'm supposed to call you Miss Ivory, 'cause it's more respectful, right?
That's right.
Oh, and you want to shake hands, too. You're very well bred. Well, at least one of your parents knows what they're doing.
Thank you?
What's well-bred mean?
It means you're very polite and have good manners. It's a good thing.
Oh. Do you want to shake hands, too?
Let's not. I don't want to catch anything. Bless you.
Ew, I got snot on my hands.
Here, wipe it with this. Ah! Don't smear your snot on me! Oh.
I don't feel so good.
Gee, darling, come lay down here.
You keep an eye on her. I'm gonna find something else. Let's see.
All things considered, Ellery, I'm so glad to see you again.
You may be glad, but I'm still very confused. How did you know to come all the way out here? And where is here, anyway?
Sawyer left me with the dinner party's address, in case he didn't come back. So, I waited.
And then you somehow ended up here.
Well, after about 2 weeks of nothing, I realized either you were dead or you were stranded. I hoped it was the latter, so I took your shuttle and set off. I thought it might be fun to bring G along too. You know, have a family road trip or space trip. But then she got sick on the flight, and the computer took a slightly longer route than it should have. We ended up getting delayed, but we made it, and we're here.
You waited a long time.
I'm sorry, Sawyer. I did what I could. You don't usually have to take care of children, especially sick ones.
Okay, I've run through her symptoms and examined her, and I think I know what to do. Here, G, take this. I promise this doesn't taste nearly as gross as the cough medicine. Ellery, Sawyer, don't worry. Given her symptoms, she probably has H65N33 flu. It's not as scary as it sounds, but it does last longer than most temporary illnesses. It gets worse before it gets better.
When will she get better?
Soon, if I'm right. Ellery, when did you first notice her symptoms?
We stopped to refuel about a week ago. G said hello to one of the sanitation workers.
They talked about different kinds of poop. They were awesome.
Yes, they were. She fell ill a few hours after we departed.
That fits my diagnosis then. I promise this is the worst of it. If she rests up, by the end of tomorrow she should be back to normal. Back to smearing snot on people. I'm going to find Aveline. I need to share my findings with her. Galatea, you stay here and help Ellery keep an eye on G. Sawyer?
I'm staying here, if that's all right with you. It's been so long. Well, you know.
That's fair. After I talk to Aveline, I'm going to need your help, though.
Just come back and get me, and I'll come along. Eller and I need to catch up.
I'll be back.
Alright, so we came through that door. I left some of my rations with the dog thing, and now hopefully I'll be able to get through here uninterrupted. Awesome, there we go. Okay, so we keep following this corridor. And if we go past the second door, take a left up here, we should reach...
Aveline, there you are. Can I talk to you in private?
Sure. What's up?
Come with me. I need to show you something.
Oh, thank the stars, it's you. I thought you were helping Mars.
I was, for about half an hour. But I was chatting with G and she asked me if I had a daddy too, and before I realized what I was doing, I told her both my parents are dead, and when I tried to apologize, she was just too freaked out to listen and just started crying and clinging to Ellery, and I figured the only way to save my reputation was to just leave the room.
How brave.
Don't tease. I should have kept my mouth shut. She didn't deserve to hear that.
Come on, kids need to learn the truth eventually. Besides, everyone cries.
Well, I don't. Not in front of other people, anyway. Only children do that. Actually, I haven't cried in weeks.
Really?
Yes, really.
I cried last night.
What happened? Are you okay?
I'm okay now. Last night was, rough. Do you remember a while ago when we looked outside at the stars?
No. I've looked outside a lot. Sometimes I feel like something's out there, like someone's watching us, but I never see anything. We're being watched by the people running this trial, I guess, but we don't know who they are.
Well, what I was going to say is how you described space was really inspiring. It's like a kaleidoscope of dust and light. Plants with small microbes or huge civilizations. Ancient stars crashing into other stars and exploding. Icy comets hurtling through the empty space all alone.
That was a while ago. How'd you remember that?
Sorry, I was trying to write this poem based on it.
You write poetry?
Well, no, not anymore. But Evelyn and I were talking yesterday and she mentioned that my room was here as an exact replica, just like Mars's lab. I managed to find it myself last night, but the instant I stepped in, I cried like a baby. It had been so long since I'd been in it. Everything from the smell to this desk with an entire drawer missing, it was identical. I was overwhelmed, but I couldn't move. And then I thought, maybe I should write again, like I used to do when I was little. So I found paper and my old pencil, and I've been writing ever since.
I'm glad you found something to do.
I'm still stuck on this one poem. I just can't get the words right.
May I see it?
No, it's not finished. It's private.
Is it about someone special?
No, it's about space and how unique it smells.
What does it smell like?
Oh, most people don't like it. They say it reminds them of war and battle. Space smells like gunpowder, or so I've been told.
So that's why this room smells so weird. Gunpowder. Huh. Kinda weird.
Weird?
Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I guess you're used to it. Because it's your room and it's normal. I'm sorry, I just kind of associated with a not so great time in my life.
Your parents.
Yes. I hate that everyone here knows that now. I mean, it's not like it was a secret, but all you know about me is that my parents are dead, and I'm a young queen, and I'm only 22, and oh yeah, did I mention that my parents are dead?
There's more to you than that, though. You're really passionate, and not many people can say that. A lot of people I've met in my line of work are just tired of existing. They just go to work, get money, go home, and sleep. You, even when you're angry or sad, you find something to get passionate about. You care, and that's beautiful.
Well, I should probably go see how Chi's doing. See you later?
Sure. I'll probably be here writing poetry.
Good luck.
Evelyn, what are you doing here?
I have a question and I want you to answer honestly.
Okay, what's up?
So, Mars took a look at that body we found, and they discovered something. Whoever that person was, they looked a lot like you.
I know that. I was there when it happened.
Well, not only that, but that person's DNA was identical to yours.
Are you just saying that because we're the same species?
No, we found something else. Something weird. Your DNA is identical to the body's, except for one thing. There was apparently some kind of anomaly that only occurs when trying to make a clone, but I don't think you're a clone at all. I think you might be a shapeshifter.
Come on, that's ridiculous. How could I be a shapeshifter?
One thing I found in my research was that before Katie Bell got sick, she was missing a horn, but after she returned from almost dying, it was magically back in place. She said, I guess you said that it was a prosthetic or something. I thought that was weird, but I wasn't going to bring it up because there wasn't anything else to indicate otherwise. But then there was the anomaly, and then you wouldn't talk about your past beyond your brief bout of sickness. Either she never died, or you're pretending to be her. You can pass as her because, you look exactly like her, and hell, your DNA is the exact same, but you're not Katie Bell Silver at all, are you?
You're right. I'm not Katie Bell Silver. I'm Katie Bell Snow. The real Silver died, but not by my hand. I broke into her house after bribing her bodyguards. Well, by bribing, I mean that I pretended to be a new guard and gave them the night off. But once I got in, I found Silver asleep in her bed. Well, she looked asleep. It wasn't until I went over and checked that I realized she was dead. It wasn't murder. I didn't see any weapons or anything. She must have just died of whatever disease she had. My original plan had just been to steal everything I could grab and get out of there. But as I stood there, preparing to do it, I realized something. No one knew she was dead. The servants had been dismissed for the night. I could become her. Impersonating a celebrity is easy when you can literally be them. As Silver, I could have access to everything she owns and live in luxury. Once I grew bored of that, I could pick someone else and move on. It's nothing personal. It's just business. We must all make a living somehow. It almost worked, too. But when I saw the body here, I knew it was Silver. I knew as soon as you said she looked like me. I just sort of felt it. Someone was bound to figure it out.
But then why didn't you tell any of us the truth?
I wasn't going to reveal it. As far as you were all concerned, I was her. It's not like I wanted to be her forever.
You said it yourself. We can't keep our secrets forever. We all have to come clean or we'll never get off the ship.
I didn't think her body would show up here.
What about her family?
As soon as I left, I would find her and tell them what happened. It doesn't matter if they find out after it happened, so long as they find out sometime. At least they'd know. And I could be someone else when I told them, so they wouldn't kill me instantly. It's more than just a job, you know. There's a life on the line.
Well, there are 6 lives on the line right now, not just yours. Maybe you could think about them before you try to protect whatever reputation you have.
It's not all sunshine and rainbows, you know. Even if people believe you are what you say you are, you can't help but feel people staring at you. There's always the chance that someone might know you're lying or that they just so happen to know how to make you revert back to your old self.
Your true form.
How'd you know that?
Turns out those restricted entries in Zorola's Guide to the Milky Way Galaxy are about shapeshifters. They were censored because they were truthful, and some corporation got mad about it. They didn't want people thinking of shapeshifters as anything but, well, monsters. I got special permission to access the entries when I was covering the Tubalics.
I don't trust Zorola. Official guides like that always paint us as demons. Shifters like Joe, that's what people think we are. We're all murderers by proxy. My entire species has been hunted for centuries. If I get caught, Aveline, you can't tell anyone that I'm a shifter. If they know what I really was, I'd be dead in seconds. I don't want to end up a corpse like Silver. I want to leave.
I'm sorry, Katie Bell, but I have to tell the others. We need to be honest with each other if we're going to make it out of here alive.
I won't let you.
Let go of my wrist.
No, not until you promise to keep this a secret.
I can't do that. Let me go, please.
They'll kill me if they found out who I am.
I won't let them. I'll fight them if I have to. Shapeshifting on its own isn't a crime. You should be treated with the same respect as anyone else.
Did I hurt you?
No, I'm fine.
That's not true. You're in pain.
I'll be alright. You just got nervous, that's all.
I knew it. I am a monster, just like Joe.
You're nothing like Joe.
Aren't I?
You may have lied to people, but plenty of people aren't monsters and they still lie.
I've done much more than lie, though. I've impersonated people, and some of them needed some persuasion before they'd give me what I needed. Maybe I didn't force them to hurt each other, but you know how hard it is out there among the stars. Every day, innocent people get thrown or shot into them, and pirates like me, we're the ones who do it. You think pirates like me are just free-floating spirits drifting through space, stealing things only when we need them? I've killed people, Aveline. This time being Silver, it has been so wonderful. It's been the break I've needed. I know it's not forever, but can't you let me live her life for just a little longer? Why aren't you afraid of me? Why aren't you running away? I thought you were going to go tell the others that I'm an evil pirate monster.
Look, you're not the only person who feels like a monster. I have a secret too.
Did you kill someone?
I didn't want to. I was on this war-torn planet in the Regulus system, reporting on our rebellion there. My photographer was this Ephron named Nova Vidix, and she was with me. We were running through this war zone, somehow not getting hit. We were so close. I thought we were going to make it. I could see our contacts home, but just as we got within sight, a trio of rebels captured us. Fourth pointed a gun at my head, shoved a gun into my hands, and yelled, "Shoot her." I tried to get away, but they jumped me. They kept hitting me, and finally, I'm sobbing and covered in blood, and it's just streaming down my face, and I caved. I closed my eyes, gripped the gun, and click. Every time I see a dead body, I feel sick. All I can think about is her.
I'm sorry.
I am too. When I heard what happened to Galatea, I wanted to tell Sawyer and Mars that I understood what it was like to do something like that.
But you had to do it to your friend.
Yeah, I did.
I still don't know if I trust you.
That's fine, but I just wanted you to know. You're not the only one who's killed against their will.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
I know. I'm sorry.
I am too. I'm sorry about your friend. What was her name again?
Nov.
Well, wherever she is, I hope she forgives you.
She wouldn't. I wouldn't even forgive me.
You can't move on if you think she'll be angry at you. Even if she wouldn't forgive you, it's going to haunt you forever. Forgive yourself, Aveline. You did nothing wrong.
I'm going to go explore some more. If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Tala, stop the music, please. I know this letter is more old-fashioned than sending an email or audio message, but it's the only way you'll understand my point of view. It's time to be honest.
Dining in the Void is a production of Zebulon Podcasts and was created by Nicole Birdie. This episode was written by Arizona Johnson and Nicole Birdie. The script was edited by Ari. Aveline Lyon was played by Ari. Galatea Ivory was played by Molly Alex. Waverly Black was played by Molly Ray. Katie Bell Silver was played by Bio. Mars Kolb was played by Emmett Moon. Sawyer Green was played by Dylan Shane. Ellery was played by Cedric Reeve. G was played by Vivian C. And R was played by Piper Kilgore. Music was composed by Benny James. All sound effects come from freesound.org. Follow us at dininginthevoidpodcast.tumblr.com and on Twitter at dininginthevoid. Thank you for listening.
Hello.
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 Hi. All right. Hey, y'all. Now we have Molly joining us. Hello, Molly.
Hello, all.
Before we begin our Q&A, just a reminder to everyone, we are taking questions on our Discord, which can be found in the lower right-hand corner and in the description. We have a live stream channel, so feel free to ask questions at any point, and we'll answer them. Woo!
Please ask questions.
Huh?
Please ask questions.
Please ask questions. Or else we'll just start rambling about D&D again.
Yep.
I'm not against it.
I mean, we have started planning our D&D game, or at least the very beginning of it, for the Patreon special, which we had talked about last week.
Yes.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Mostly just coming up with more reasons for Mars and Sawyer to be angry at each other.
This is true. We have Phoenix asking, how are you three? How are y'all?
Stressed.
Cool mood.
Yeah. School started, which is fun.
I too am kind of stressed, but you know what? It's getting better. You know?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And focusing on Dying in the Void has helped me a lot. It's one of my outlets for stress and stuff.
Yeah. I get that. That's why I'm liking doing these streams every week, so I have like something that I'm like, okay, that's that, and that's fine. I'm doing that.
Yeah, it's kind of therapeutic in a way. I guess making art is therapeutic. There is art therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
It's also just fun.
we have a good cast and crew.
Yes, and we have a good creator
We like
and
that.
director and writer and actor. That is Ali.
Thank you, friend. So in these 2 episodes, we actually learned a lot about our characters. Episode 6.
Yeah.
You guys want to start with episode 6, I guess?
Yeah, that makes no sense chronologically.
So what do you guys think about episode 6?
So cute in parts. But then also, like, Mars is an idiot is always my immediate
Mars
reaction
is
to
not
that
great.
episode.
Mars has
Mars
good
is-
ideas, just bad execution sometimes.
Yeah. They have no brain cells. Ever.
All of them collectively have 1 brain cell, and R is the only one who holds it.
Yeah.
R isn't even on the station, but R
Yep.
is the one who holds the brain cell.
Occasionally the host has the brain cell, but no one knows they have the brain cell, and it's all very interesting.
Okay, but considering that this has gone on for so long, because at this point we're at like past the 2-month mark, they have 2 weeks from the last episode until the season finale, like, does the host really have any brain cells?
He did it at least at the very start, and then getting involved with everyone's hijinks, and it's like, oh shit, okay. Y'all are
And it felt like the
stupid.
host started strong and then didn't really have a plan moving
Yeah.
forward.
They're like, fuck it, we're gonna wing it from here on out, buds.
Out here. I came out to have a good time, and honestly, I'm feeling so attacked right now.
I mean, that's honestly all of them. They literally all came out there to have a good time and just got
Yeah.
attacked constantly by each other and the host. It's
And
nonstop.
Joe.
And Joe.
Joe came out to attack people and is having a great
Having a great time right now.
Joe's like, I am thriving in this environment. And everyone else is like, please stop.
They're an invasive species. Like goldfish.
Speaking of attacking, this episode starts with Mars fucking gassing the whole station.
Listen.
There would be safeguards in place.
You see, you would think that, except for Mars ends up unconscious. So,
I think Mars probably turned off the safeguards if there were any.
Mars is like, well, it's not done yet, and this won't go off.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, there's one thing is stopping me from doing this experiment. I'll just turn it off and then never turn it back on.
Mm-hmm.
OSHA would have some things to say.
What's that
OSHA
TikTok?
would just destroy the entire station.
OSHA. What's that TikTok is like, it's like the Willy Wonka theme, but then it's like, OSHA violation. I'm like, same.
Come with me and you'll be in a world of OSHA violations.
Yes, that one. I love all those TikToks. That's literally
That's
just
so
the whole
wonderful.
station, though.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix in our Discord chat has said, the host is low-key a dumbass, and I'm here for it. Which, honestly, same.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not here for it. They're mean.
I mean, this is also true.
Yes, but also they're dumbass while they're being mean, and it's fun.
On this station, we play a bunch of dumbasses, and they're all doing their best, but also trying not to let anyone else do their best.
Yep. And in some people's cases, they're doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Katie Bell. I love her dearly. She didn't do anything for many episodes. She was just stacking cups.
Shall we call it the anti-best? They're doing their anti-best.
Yes. Perfect.
They're like, fuck this, I'm tired, I'm grumpy, I'm just going to sit here and stack cups.
I love and support her.
They're doing their best.
Tala is doing her best.
Tala is doing
That's
her
fair.
best.
Tala's the only one who's doing her best.
Is true. The first, like my girlfriend was saying earlier, as much as I love Tala, she's pretty useless in the first season, which is like,
she's doing her best.
She's trying, an attempt is being made.
Yeah.
She just needs a hug. I imagine if Galatea wanted to give Tala a hug, she just like places her arms along the wall. It's just like, there, bud.
Oh, that's so cute.
It'll be all right.
There. In episode 6, we actually learn Galatea's manager's name. His name is Pygmalion, which do you guys know where that comes from?
Yep,
Yeah,
he was
the myth
made a statue. Yeah,
I love
it's
Greek
like,
mythology.
The statue is so sexy.
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn it into a woman.
It's just a banging statue. I don't know what to say.
Plot twist, Galatea was molded out of rock.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, she is rock.
I
Wait, no, I was gonna say something, but then it came out. Like, as I was saying it, I was like, no, that comes off as a sexual innuendo, and maybe we shouldn't be saying that.
No. I mean, I've read up on what her species is on the website, but they might come from rocks. We don't know.
If she looks this good, does it really matter?
This is also true. Galatea, like, literally has come up from nothing. She came from a home of nothing, basically, and just, like, worked her way to the top. So, like, unlike, I guess, Sawyer, because Sawyer came from a wealthy family, let's be real here. Sawyer had the money through his family, he's fine. Like, some people get money handed to them and stuff. Galatea
Sawyer will be
worked
the first to die in the class war.
Yeah. Galatea worked really hard to get where she is, and we stan.
We
broke
do
a lot
stand.
of hands to get to where she is.
Yeah.
Good.
Is what she deserves. Speaking of Galatea, in episode 6 we actually learn, like, her big secret. Because all of them have, like, this big secret that gets revealed, which, like, obviously is more secrets to all of them. They're more than just two-dimensional. But in episode 6 we learn that Galatea is pregnant.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
It's interesting as far as the secrets go, because so far the precedent has been you killed your sister or you did a business crime. And this one's just a lot more personal and a lot less malicious, which stands out.
Which kind of goes into question, why are they all even here? Because, like, if, like, you see, like, all of these people have, like, these horrible secrets, except for Galatea. Galatea's big secret is that she got pregnant. That's not, she didn't do anything wrong.
Darn it.
So it kind of starts, you kind of have to start questioning, why are they here? If it's not these secrets that they're here for, then why are they here? Which,
People's hands together in a thinking pose, because I still kind of don't know.
we do actually explore that in the next, I think it's in the next season. If not the next season, it's in the season after that. It will be revealed why they're all there. But they're all there for a reason.
You mean to tell me that it wasn't just for a dinner party?
Yeah, shocker. They're actually there for more than food, except for, I know.
Whoa.
Big disappointment.
This is blowing my mind.
Right. We also see that Galatea isn't super thrilled about being pregnant. So then, if you guys want, we can kind of talk about that, or we can talk about just something different, because I know pregnancy is kind of a weird discussion.
Yeah. I mean, I
will say it was weird to record, for sure, as an actual person who doesn't intend on being pregnant ever. These are all
I
fun
want-
sentences that I will never say in real life.
So I just want to talk a little bit why she actually keeps the baby, or at least she's intending to so far. The reason she hasn't, like, you know, just gotten rid of the pregnancy, which is totally, like, something she can do, is something any of these people could do, is something that's, like, I'm trying to think of the words, because I don't want to say this wrong, you know?
It's a judgment-free zone, and it's like a...
Everyone could, like, I think in any other situation, she probably would have gotten an abortion, because, like, she clearly doesn't want to be pregnant, but I think the reason she does end up, like, she's continuing with the pregnancy is because, as she talks about, her lovers are gone. They both disappeared within, like, the same day. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed as far as her not terminating the pregnancy, was that this was a connection that she otherwise wouldn't have.
Yeah, that's why, I think that's why she probably has kept it, at least now, because it's like, this is the last thing I have of my lovers, you know? So, it's interesting to see, like, her motivation behind things, because, like, it's also going to be interesting to see her as a mother.
Yeah.
Getting some Mama Bear vibes. For sure.
Oh, big Mama Bear vibes.
I think she'd be a very good but very interesting parent.
She'll be like, she's doing her best. She will break hands. She's the kind of person, if, like, the kid's in school and someone messes with the kid, Galatea is there at the principal's office, banging open the door, be like, the fuck you did?
Or, like, her kid beats up a bully, and, you know, she rewards the kid.
Congrats, honey. Here's a gold star.
Picking you up from the principal's office. Let's get ice cream.
Yep. I'm excited to see, like, the softer side of Galatea, because I feel like having a kid is going to bring out a softer side of her, you know? Which we've seen her get softer with, like, Tala and stuff, which just, I love the relationship so much.
So
she's ice cold, baby.
All the way down.
Speaking of relationships, we actually get to meet Ellery and G in episode 7.
They're so cute.
I love...
Sawyer does not deserve them.
No, he does not. Sawyer's
and
like...
I do feel for Mars vis-a-vis Snot. That's hard. As cute as G is.
Oh.
That's also why I never plan on having children, is just... No, thank you.
Oh, trust me, having my little brother around and being around my little brother, it doesn't stop. It begins right away. There's so much snot.
Yeah.
I was sick for 4 months because of my brother. He would get sick, I would get sick, I'd get better, he'd get better, he'd get sick again, then I would get sick. It was a fun 4 months.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah. You know how babies do.
So we also see in episode 7, Sawyer actually asks Mars for help. Which I think is interesting because of how their relationship is so complicated and on edge all the time, you know?
Yeah, they're constantly, like, gonna devolve into fisticuffs.
Oh, absolutely. Phoenix in our chat has said, Ellery and G are so amazing, I love them.
Big mood.
I actually wanted to talk about something that I was thinking of when I was listening to this. We actually got a review on the show. It was not a very good review, and the person was saying, this is so stupid that they did all this. Why the hell would Ellery bring G onto the station? Why not just take the ship back? Which you'll learn why they can't take the ship back later. But I want to talk about, why did Ellery, like, bring G along? Because he's like, he admits in episode 7, I didn't know if you were just stranded or dead. I was hoping you weren't dead. It's like, okay, bud, why'd you take your daughter then?
I
couldn't find a babysitter.
Yeah. I figured it was like, okay, if we both go missing, that's even worse. And like if there's something happening, we can just yeet away, which doesn't end up happening. But I think that was their plan, was okay, let's go find Sawyer as a family. Hopefully nothing bad's happened. If it has, we're running away, we're getting help.
And you think, like, you figure if maybe they have to go on the run, maybe they have to go into hiding. He doesn't want to leave his daughter an orphan, which, like, isn't the best idea to actually bring her along. No. But
I mean, he's stupid and gay.
this is true. Recently I actually just re-listened to their bonus episode, and I love the gay. Which actually, fun fact, Ellery is actually the one who carried G and gave, like, birth to G because of how their species works. And we actually get to hear more of that in the next season. And we get to see there's kind of a spoiler. So close your ears for like 10 seconds if you don't want to hear the spoiler. But in the next season...
Okay, close.
In the next season, we get to see Galatée and Ellery have a moment, and I'm really excited for that.
I'm so glad I'm playing human.
Ears now?
Yes, you can uncover your ears now.
Yeah.
Oh, phew.
It's actually in the episode that I'm just about to release to my cast. We've gone through all the edits. All we have left to do on the episode is just write out the content warnings, and then here you go!
Ooh, interest. I'm excited now.
I know, I'm excited too. It's a heavy episode, I'm not gonna lie. Should probably stop talking about it so I don't give spoilers, but it's a heavy episode.
Well, considering what I know of the previous episodes. Oh.
It is heavy. It's a fun episode. Rowan, my assistant producer, assistant writer this season, the wonderful, lovely Rowan, wrote most of it. I helped write it, and then we have a guest writer who helped with some of it. It's a good episode. It's gonna be fun. I'm probably gonna cry,
yeah.
not gonna lie.
Oh no, is it one of those?
I mean, not necessarily. It's not like Phoenix and Mars kind of crying. It's a different kind. It's a, wow, this is really personal. Cool, we're gonna cry now.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. I have in my notes of, like, backup questions. Katie, what is it? Katie Bell writes poetry. Lol, nerd.
I love that for her. I feel like she would have a very good aesthetic blog.
Oh, absolutely. She runs, like, a blog on the side. Which also in episode 7 learned Katie Bell's secret.
I called it. I knew it.
Yeah.
The whole time.
The whole time?
Yes. Listen back through my recordings. Every time she said something suspicious, I was onto her.
Oh, I think you did do that. I was like...
I did.
You did. I haven't listened to those in a while.
I think I thought she was a robot. But I'll take it anyway.
Yeah, I remember you making comments like, this is shady. This is shady as hell. And I'm just listening to the audio laughing the whole time.
I felt so vindicated. Oh, it was so choice.
I don't think I guessed anything. I was just like, cool, this is happening. Which is very in character, I think.
You're like, I'm just here for the ride.
Yep, I'm gonna do some things and do some other things, but I'm not guessing anything. I'm just vibing.
Gonna survive.
What'd you say, Molly?
Just gonna survive. I was thinking of Mars. Just sitting, surviving.
Mars is doing their best.
They're not.
They're trying. They're not. They're existing. Questionable.
They're doing something, and that's enough.
They're doing something.
No one can deny that they are vibing.
They are vibing.
Yep.
Living their best life, their best vibes, which to everyone else is just like, what the fuck?
Mars on your ceiling fan like a gremlin. Me hitting him with a broom.
Yes.
releasing gas.
Yeah, just like
Mars just throwing around science weapons and stuff, and it's just like, dude, the fuck? Get down.
I love that the laughing gas actually made Katie Bell laugh. That was so cute.
It affects the gas affects all of them differently. It was supposed to just be laughing gas, but clearly it did not work like that for everyone. And you figure each species has their own biology and makeup and stuff, so they're all going to be affected differently.
Yeah.
So like Katie Bell starts laughing, Mars fucking goes unconscious.
Yeet.
Yeet. Aveline just starts coughing. Galatea's fine. Galatea is like, this is cool. Air's a little weird.
I drink arsenic. It's all good.
I feel like I was gonna say I feel like Molly, but no, Molly's actress. Hello, Molly. Galatea.
Hello.
Galatea, I feel like she's the most resilient out of all of them to any of like chemical weapons or stuff that Mars has come up with.
You make that sound like Mars has come up with like. Actually, Mars has definitely come up with different weapons, like bioweapons, that would decimate like anyone else on the station except for them.
Oh, Mars has a backup plan for all of them. Mars has no idea who
Yeah.
the host is, and you also figure like it's kind of implied in episode 7 that Mars has taken DNA from all of them, which like fair. Mars is a scientist.
Probably. Yeah, under the guise of like, just in case anything happens and I need to do like surgeries, I need to know what you're allergic to, and then it's like, nah, I'm making gas. I'm gonna poison y'all.
So he can like, so Mars can like, make synthetic blood if they ever need it or stuff like that. Because none of them are a donor for each other. Well, I guess out of all of them, Katie Bell could be the donor for any of them because, as we learned, Katie Bell is a shapeshifter. And in this universe, I kind of categorize the shapeshifting in 3 different categories. There's biological, physical, and mental, which I can't remember if we talked about last time with Joe.
I think we briefly mentioned it.
So.
Well, Joe is a mix of, because it can also overlap and stuff. Like, Joe is I'll go over each, sorry, thoughts are like all at once. We'll go through each kind of shapeshifter and I guess explain them if you guys want.
Yeah.
Okay, so just a refresher. Biological shapeshifters, they actually can change their DNA and their biology. So, as we see with Katie Bell, she's a biological shapeshifter. You take her blood, it's literally just the same as, like, a different Katie Bell. Like the original. Which is why shapeshifting for her is actually really, really painful, because she's changing every single her DNA makeup, you know?
Yeah.
Physical shapeshifters are ones that just change their physical bodies. It doesn't really hurt or anything. On the species, of course. But if you were to, like, take their DNA, it's, like, the same as it was before, you know? And then the mental is, like, they can, like, make you think they've shapeshifted, but they haven't. So, like, with Joe is a physical and mental shapeshifter. Joe can pick out the mental image in your brain and physically shapeshift into it. And we'll see more shapeshifters in the beginning, or in the future. Or who knows, maybe we've already seen a shapeshifter. Everyone's a shapeshifter.
I'm a shapeshifter.
Same here. Because that's the other thing, with shapeshifting, we've thrown this into the story, then anyone could be anyone, and you wouldn't even know.
Technically, they're all shapeshifters, because they've shapeshifted slowly from a baby to an adult.
You can't see my face, but I just made the biggest O face.
You can shapeshift, but only once.
But only
And
once.
very slowly.
So then we also kind of, like, it's kind of, we start talking about with shapeshifting in this world in this time that shapeshifters are kind of hated and hunted and stuff. Because Katie Bell talks about, in the chat, Molly sent a meme and I adore it. Thank you for that, Molly.
If I was quiet for the last 5 minutes, it's because Paint was being unruly.
So much.
So if you want to go see that meme, go ahead in our Discord chat. Self-plug. Shameless self-plug. But we learned that, like, shapeshifters are being hunted, shapeshifters are hated. Why do you think that is?
Because people are awful.
This is true.
Fear of, being able to trust that someone is who they say they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, Joe exists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like,
because we find out things later on that will help explain that comment.
Mm-hmm.
But Joe exists.
Mm-hmm. I have thoughts. I'm trying to put them in a string of, like, I did not sleep last night. I'm gonna be honest. I was up like a whole lot.
Oh no.
It was a time, my dudes. But okay, so shapeshifting. You guys know about how? Have you guys listened to Project Ozma or Novitero yet? It's our actors, Sterling Ray's shows.
I was supposed to be in Project Ozma and then that didn't pan out.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of know the general gist of that one, and I haven't listened to Novitero yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a very long list of podcasts that I'm trying to catch up on.
It's okay. I helped write Novitero, and I've heard nothing except for 2 episodes. But anyways, that universe, the Ozma universe, and the Dining in the Void universe are in the same universe. It's just at different points of time. So if you've listened to Ozma and stuff, you learn that, like, one of the rulers is actually a shapeshifter. She doesn't use shapeshifting, but she is. It's interesting to think the mentality of shapeshifters then and now has changed. Because they were like, oh yeah, she's shapeshifters, no big deal. The specific species, they thought it was like, it was baneful to shapeshift or something like that. I don't exactly remember. And that was like 2021, 2022, something like that. So in the last, what is that, 1,000 years? Because now it's 3018. And however much time that is, something's changed.
So something maybe big happened that was put the shapeshifters at the forefront, and it was like, this thing happened, we should demonize this group of people.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm gonna be honest, I haven't written out what happens yet.
Entirely understandable, because that is 1,000 years where something could have happened.
Mm-hmm. Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't think we would necessarily even need to know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
it's one of those things that, like, something has changed, and now there's this war against shapeshifters, which you also see in Waverly's episode. Her own home planet has these shapeshifters, the Copres, and her parents are just like, they're selfish for shapeshifting. We hate them. We're gonna start a war against them. And then with Katie Bell, you realize that it's not just a one planet thing. This is everywhere.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and it's good to have.
What were you gonna say, Mike?
I was just going to say, it's good to have the additional perspective of a shape-shifting character who is not, torturing people actively.
Mm-hmm.
Just to have that scope of experience revealed.
Mm-hmm. And like Katie Bell says, Joe's the one who gives them, like, a bad rep. Even though they haven't necessarily done anything wrong.
Alice is chilling.
But we also learned that Katie Bell has done things wrong in episode 7.
I mean, she's done some mild identity theft.
I mean, more than that, she talks about how she's killed people.
I mean, yeah, but so's Mars. So is basically everyone on this station except maybe Galatea.
It's casually mentioned. Yeah, we also learned that Aveline also killed her photographer.
know, which is juicy.
I want to learn more about that. But I can't remember.
You will.
I can't remember if we talk about it more. If we don't talk about it this season, we'll probably talked about next season.
As far as I know, I think we do. I think it's around episode 10-ish.
Yeah, because Joe is like, tell your secret. And Avelin's like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Um,
I do also love that Aveline's just like a journalist amongst A-list like celebrities and like very famous people for good or bad. And then it's just like, y'all, I write words. The fuck am I doing here?
Which you also figure like Aveline's probably, at least in her part of the universe, is actually probably a well-known journalist. Yeah. Because all of them are well-known to some extent.
It's why they're there.
They all have potential. Potential for what? We don't know yet. Well, I know. But I don't think...
I'd hope you knew.
I would hope you know. You are the creator of the show. I'm gonna be real with you. We're just winging it, man.
I feel that.
There's like this one point in the story that has stemmed from one situation, and I literally just finished planning that out like yesterday.
Perfect.
It's been 2 years and we finally just finished planning that out, so that'll be great. It's gonna be really fun because like after this season there's season 2, and then between season 2 and season 3 there's actually gonna be like a mini season. Either the episodes are gonna be shorter or they're gonna bring longer episodes in like just a short season. I don't know yet. I haven't planned it out yet. But it's literally all just the villains. You get to learn where the villains come from before you meet them.
Oh, is that why you tweeted the other day if you're excited for future casting things because it's all villains?
Yeah, the next casting call is literally gonna be the villains. This is the big bads that we're about to meet. I'm working on scoping. I just finished that because it was in relation to like another character that we meet. I was like, fuck, I need to write these backstories finally. So I'm gonna finish writing the backstories of these characters we meet in the next season, and then we are gonna focus on like our big bads.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and everything that is happening has stemmed from one point, one thing that happened that changed everything.
And then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Exactly. I also think it's interesting in episode 7 where Lily says, I feel like someone's watching me always. I'm just like, I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, Tala, probably.
But you also figure it's probably, like, you probably have the host, you have Joe, you have Tala, potentially R.
Yeah.
All of them are always being watched. No one's alone. No one can be free.
Yeah.
They all must suffer. Except for Tala. Tala just needs to thrive.
Tala and Galatea need to thrive.
They need big hugs.
I'd say they'll go off into the sunset, but they're in space.
Yeah, if they go off into the sunset, they're just going to be going straight into the star.
The only 4 characters that are, like, fine are G, Ellery, Tala, and Galatea. Like, they're all fine.
I mean, is
They're
Ellery
like,
not fine, though?
I mean, as far as I'm aware, he hasn't done big crimes.
I mean, yeah, but he knows what Sawyer did. He talks about that later in the season. He's like, yeah, I kind of had a feeling I knew what was happening. It's like, and then it goes into question, like, if you know what's happening, are you just as guilty as a person who did it?
I mean, yeah, but I also don't want to make G an orphan by saying Ellery's not valid. Ellery's on thin fucking ice.
Ellery's on thin ice, but he's still somewhat valid. You're on thin fucking ice, buddy.
That's one of my favorite memes. It's like, no swearing. Ah, damn. You're on thin fucking ice, buddy. It's good.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember where that's from, but it is a good meme.
I think it's just Tumblr or something.
I mean, fair. Everything's from Tumblr, though.
Yeah, eventually.
I also love the scene where Sawyer's just like, Galatea, why the fuck are you even in the lab right now? Like, you're welcome to be here, but why? And I love the image that just Galatea's bored out of her mind and just lounges around in Mars's lab.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably an interesting place to be because it's like a mini sitcom but just with one character.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just Mars doing shit and then swearing aggressively when something goes wrong.
And then you have Galatea reading a magazine in the corner like, you're doing great,
Yeah.
buddy.
Like, you get... Oh, fuck, bitch. Damn, fuck. And then just... Okay, cool. Goes back to reading.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about all that, Molly?
It's a fun dynamic.
Molly, are you still with us?
Oh no, did we lose Molly?
Oh no. Big F in
Oh
the chat.
no.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now
Yes.
we can.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
I don't know what happened.
Welcome back to the live stream. Welcome
Very
back,
exciting.
gamers.
Didn't think I went anywhere, but apparently
What do you
took
think?
a vacation.
Yeah. What do you think about Mars and Galatea's relationship?
I think they both underestimate each other pretty severely. And that they have the potential to be pretty close because they seem to have similar sorts of personalities. But the circumstances being what they are not going to approach that anytime soon.
Yeah.
I don't remember if we already got to the
The potential is there.
Yeah, it is definitely there. I don't know if we got to the episode yet, but, like, Galatea flirts with Mars. Was that earlier in the season?
I think that was last... I think that was
Galatea
episode
flirts with a lot of people.
4 or 5?
Mm-hmm. But it'd be interesting because, like, it'd be interesting to see if, like, their relationship would become anything more. Which I don't know if it will. Like, all the relationships have written themselves. So it'll be interesting to see if it becomes something more, or if they just become best buds, or if they end up hating each other.
Because, I mean, at least in what we listened to today, and I know it's a small microcosm for what we're talking about, but, you know, Galatea has more social strengths compared to Mars. And, you know, the vaccination paper that Mars can parse easily and Galatea was bored by. But Galatea can deal with children. And they
I'm gonna
each
treat
other
you like a small adult.
be interesting to be explored.
Yeah. Because they do speak very different, like, social languages. And, like, things they can do, which is very fun.
They don't run in the same circles, like, at all, but then you see, like,
Yeah.
they get along, you know? Out of everyone, I feel like they've fought the least.
Yeah, notable exception aside
Yeah.
of the whole Joe thing.
Yeah. But I mean, she'd be pissed at anyone. You would be pissed at anyone who did that.
Oh, I'd be pissed at everyone.
Everyone. Everyone sucks. Tala sucks. Everyone, leave me alone. That's what she does. And then Tala's like, persistent, and it's just like, hey, bud. And Galatea's like, I maybe like you a little bit now.
I love Galatea so much. She's just...
Galatea's a lot of fun to write. I love Galatea. Molly, you do so good.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you. I enjoy reading for her.
Both of you
She's
do
a lot
so
of
good. I like...
Did you about like the developing relationship at the end of episode 6? Is that the second one we listened to?
Episode 7 was the second one we listened to.
Yes, then that is the one that I meant. We haven't really talked about Katie Bell and Waverly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute.
Episode 7, we get to see their relationship, like, we've seen their relationship a little bit. We've seen them, like, having these small moments together, but episode 7 is where we really see for the first time that there's a lot of potential for the two of them.
I do enjoy how they go from 0 to sappy real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's the lesbianness
It
of
is.
just like, okay, yeah, you, good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you also think Waverly's the youngest out of all of them. Waverly's gonna be extra sappy.
Oh, that's true.
A lot of unmet affection needs that she's gonna dump on whoever will accept them.
And Katie Bell's like, I am that person.
Yeah. They are so cute, though. I want them to be good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I literally have a document about one of them. I'm not gonna say who, but I have a document that's just titled "Ways I Plan on Hurting Blank."
Oh no!
What could go wrong?
Oh, how could you do this to me?
Listen, it will probably be fine in the end.
Maybe.
We'll see what happens. We'll see how we're feeling that day, you know? Which, like, later on in the next few episodes, or we're gonna have to see that Katie Bell is gonna have to admit who she is and what she is to Waverly.
That's a good scene.
Go really
I like that
well.
scene.
But then also, like, I want to kind of talk about this. I know we haven't listened to the episode yet, but I kind of want to talk about this because it's relevant to this episode too. When Katie Bell, like, talks about her secret, who she is, she tells Aveline, I've killed people. Like, it's a fact. And then when Waverly asks later on in the season, have you killed anyone? Katie Bell actually says no.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if that comes to light at any point, or if that changes anything.
Is it that, you know, she sees Aveline as more trustworthy?
Maybe. Or more...
Saying that on the down low.
Or it could also be that I don't give a fuck what you say, what you think, so I'm just gonna tell you the fucking truth.
Or even just like, I feel like you'd get this more than Waverly would.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Katie Bell and Waverly's relationship literally just wrote itself. Because originally I was thinking, okay, there's gonna be relationships in the show. It's inevitable. And then I was thinking, oh, maybe Waverly and Aveline might end up together, or Waverly and Galatea, or Mars and Galatea. And then it ended up being Galatea got attached to Tala, and Waverly and Katie Bell were just drawn to each other. I love when relationships write themselves.
Dynamics in the show as well, because they're just they fit the characters really well, and the actors, like like Mars and Sawyer. Like, I think me and Dylan play off each other really well with that, of just like, fuck you, no, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I mean, you also, like, put into play, Dylan does that with Lenny also, and it's fucking hilarious to watch.
Yeah, it's good. But then you have, like, Waverly and Katie Bell being, like, really sweet, and it's really cute, and I don't know, I just like the show.
I do too. That's why we're making this show. I would hope you like the show. The other day I was actually going through our audition Discord, because, fun fact to everyone listening, we actually, we run auditions through a Discord server. It's kind of changed with season 2. It's going to change a little bit more with season the mini season 3, but it'll probably always be like the callbacks at the very least go through the Discord. And it was funny because I was looking at when everyone joined, and when Dylan joined, Lenny or Dylan was joined, it was one or the other, and one of them was like, "Oh, fancy meeting you here. Oh, I wonder why you're here." I didn't even click at the time that they knew each other, but now having like known them, seeing them interact with each other, it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Which also, Emmett, you were the last person to join, with the auditions for season 1.
That's probably got something to do with maybe time zones or something. But also isn't surprising to me as a person that I would be late.
I was looking through like the introductions and stuff, and I was like, oh, it doesn't mean anything. It was just interesting. I was like, oh, Emmett's the last person, and it's fun seeing how everyone's names have changed too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember what name I went by back then. It was either Lou or just the initial M.
You went by both. You said, my name is M/Lou, I think.
Yeah.
And I went by Nicole back then. Which is just...
It's weird.
It's weird, isn't it? We get to this
I think I did my last name, but then I was like, I'm not hiding anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Let me see. I'm gonna see what you introduced yourself as. Oh, you just introduced yourself as Molly. Nothing's changed.
That sounds about right.
Nothing's changed.
I'm boring.
I don't think you're boring. You actually gave, like, the most information about yourself out of everyone in your introduction.
Super.
You're like, I'm a big fan of corvids, and then you edited, changed my mind. I spent a lot of time talking about possums today. I remembered how much I love them.
That's fair. Possums are great. They don't get ticks and they eat ticks. And
today,
love your are important.
I found a Twitter account that's Possums Hourly, and they post a picture of a possum every hour, and it is adorable.
That's what we deserve.
That's the kind of love and respect possums deserve.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Absolutely.
If you like possums, you should listen to Not Another D&D podcast. There is a possum called Pawpaw in it. Best character in the entire show.
It's what they deserve. I'm looking through my notes and questions and stuff. At the end of episode 6, we see Joe come back, but we don't hear them in episode 7.
They're hiding in the vents.
They are. It's interesting because they're like, good things don't last forever. It's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
They could, if you weren't there.
We could enjoy ourselves.
If we had a way to get off here, it might be fine. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Also, this is just fucking stupid. In my notes, I put Sawyer is daddy, lol, and Ellery is father.
Yeah.
I'm looking through it and I was just laughing because I'm like,
The second part of that sentence was so important, and you didn't get to it enough.
I guessed what you meant, but yes.
Wait, did I cut out?
No, there just needs to be less of a gap between Sawyer is daddy and Ellery is father.
But how else do you put the emphasis?
Just make it quick. Or reverse the order.
I think if you reverse the order, it would be worse.
Fair enough.
I guarantee when she grows up, she's gonna be like, nope, you're just dad now.
Yeah.
You're both dad.
Father.
Father.
Father 1, Father 2.
Yep. Father A.
Or just Father whichever B. One's in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Father, depending on who's there.
Something I wanted to talk about. So in episode 6, Waverly's like, why hasn't anyone come after us? I've been thinking about this a lot more lately, is Waverly's a queen. So wouldn't Waverly have guards with her?
I mean, yeah, you'd think.
Mm-hmm. I actually do have an answer to this, but I want to hear what you guys think first.
She might just be very like, no, I'm good. I can handle myself.
Mm-hmm.
Or just there was a budget cut.
Or the invitation specified you and only you, and so she slipped her guard because this was very important to her.
What I'm kind of thinking probably happened is the guards were left on the ship. And as we all know, the ships went floating off into the sun.
Aw, rip.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Unknown guards.
Unknown guards A through Z. 25 guards.
That's so many.
So many.
Like,
Sorry.
I was gonna say, like,
R.I.P.
A through, like, maybe D, like 4 guards. But Jesus, that's 26 whole guards.
I mean, I don't know how many guards it was, but you figure she is a queen. You kind of, like, you take a look at the mini episode, and now it still kind of is implied that, like, there's still this war on shapeshifters, and it's like, okay, then why hasn't Waverly done anything about it? Waverly's the queen. So, kind of comes into play, but there's probably, like, people pressuring her.
Yeah. She could have shitty advisors who she thinks might be planning to kill her.
Yeah, this is also true. Or more, they might be, like, you would think they'd be worried that she would be killed after her parents were murdered. Because it's only been a few years. She was 16 when it happened, and now she's 22.
Oh my god, she's baby. I know I'm 22, but she's baby.
She is baby. She's the youngest out of all of them. I actually have, remember when we wrote all their ages down? Like, way, way back?
Vaguely.
I'm gonna pull it up right now because I have it.
It's been a while.
I have it in the pinned messages of our thing. I actually have all their birthdays too. Galatea was born on December 1st. Katie Bell was born on May 16th. Waverly was born on June 26th. And the Katie Bell is actually Katie Bell Snow, not Silver. Silver is born fuck knows when. Sawyer was born on February 13th. Aveline was born on July 5th. Mars was born on January 16th. Joe was born on August 7th, and Tala was born on September 4th. And this is, of course, going by the Earth calendar, which they would all have their own calendars for their own worlds. And the ages also are by Earth standard, because with one of the characters, I just finished their background. We actually did me and some of my writer friends did a lot of math on how old they would be. My brain hurt. So Waverly's 22. Waverly's the youngest. Katie Bell is 29. Aveline is 25. Galatea is 30. Mars is 32. Sawyer is 35. Tala is 4 / who knows how old Tala actually is. R is unknown. Ellery is 34 years old, and G is 8.
He's baby.
G is baby.
Literally baby.
G is literally baby. G is 8 years old and the size of Mars.
Horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
It would give me a complex Mars. It's fine.
In the pinned messages as well, it has the height chart of Mars and Sawyer, and God, it is.
It will never not make me laugh.
How tall does Mars make their character in D&D?
Oh.
But Mars is DMing, so Mars makes Sawyer play a halfling.
Yes.
Does tell Sawyer what a halfling is.
Yes, I'm gonna put that in their
Or like
D&D chat right now.
Or like maybe even
A dwarf.
No, I mean that has like whatever automatic translator or English that they know, they would probably be able to figure that one out.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is the one that's a gnome? Maybe a gnome. But I think maybe a halfling.
I'm thinking halfling.
Like one of the small races, just so Mars can be like, yeah, no, you're like 2 feet tall. Fuck you.
I play a halfling in my game, and she has no idea what the fuck she's doing.
I love her and support her.
Their name is Haven. They have one leg. They have no idea how to control their magic. And they are also the incarnate of chaos and death itself.
Love that for them.
Mm-hmm. Best life.
Right now,
Everyone's got to have a thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right now, I'm not playing D&D specifically. I'm playing weirder games like Vampire the Masquerade
Mm-hmm.
and this weird French game called Polaris.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm basically playing the cross between Doug Eiffel and Kepler in my vampire game. And he's a radio DJ in the 90s.
Is what he
And it's very fun.
Sounds fun.
Today I've been putting together the official list for the universe, species, and stars and planets. Currently I have 19, and that's only through Ozma and Day of the Void, plus like one species from Noviterra, because I just started going through the Noviterra list. But that's not even all the species that are going to be in this universe, because like I've created others, and I'm continuously creating others. So it'll be interesting to see the different species that are gonna pop up, and this world is growing, and I'm so excited. I love this universe so much. I love this story so much.
Yeah,
it's to explore, for sure.
That's why we're gonna do the spin-off. I want to explore this universe more and see where it can go, you know?
I mean, I'm always down to play any kind of character ever.
You're like, please let me act in your show. I am down.
I'm hungry for voice acting.
Same hat, honestly. I need to record some auditions. I just haven't yet.
Yeah, me too. I'm doing a whole batch of recording tomorrow because I'm off work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna sit down and just be like, there's no one in the house. It's just me and the cats. Just
do the cats have an understanding where they don't interrupt your recording?
Absolutely not. They
Excellent.
were just like, feed me.
Oh, that's my cat. We started putting my cat on he only gets to eat 2 times a day instead of 3 because he's really fat. And he yells at us, feed me. And we're like, buddy, no.
We've, over like quarantine and everything, lockdown, we've trained ours to respond to treats in like a jar. If we shake the treats, no matter where they are in the house, like the 2 younger ones, they'll just come running as fast as they can to you to get treats. It's ridiculous and so cute.
This morning, one of my dogs stole the other dog's treat.
Oh.
And we're like, bud. So we gave Duncan a second treat because hers was stolen.
No.
Is there anything else to talk about, do you guys think?
Just to comment how banging the music is.
What's up?
Oh, the music's so good.
Oh, y'all haven't even heard the season 2 soundtrack yet. I'm excited. If you look in the live stream, Cat has been said.
Yeah, that's a live stream cat right there.
His name is Quentin. He
look at his little fat belly.
He likes food. He's a very food-driven cat.
Oh, he's so cute.
That's something I'm gonna work on today. Is I have to compose some more music for season 2 because I'm composing more. And you guys haven't even heard the fight song for the episode 5.
Ooh,
it's fun.
Exciting.
I can't wait to hear it.
I love the music for the show. Season 1, Benny did such a great job with everything they do. If anyone ever wants a composer, please go hire Benny. Benny's wonderful.
Trying to find good cat pictures.
Share the cat. Share the cat. Share the cat.
I'm trying to find good pictures of them, and I don't have them because they're all... Oh, I do have good ones. These are my baby boys. two of my baby boys, of my 3 baby boys, and they're so stupid. And they're friends.
Oh, I remember you sending pictures of your dog before in like a field.
What was that? Sorry?
I remember you sending pictures like a long time ago about your dog in the field. I was like, a baby.
He is baby and he's stupid. And his ears are so big and they're like he has more ears than brain. And Ringo's just the cat is so stupid as well. Because he's an orange boy cat, and it's just like, oh, there's nothing going on behind those eyes.
He's living his best life.
They're very good.
I hope in Dying of the Void we can see more of Emmett's dog.
What was that? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Sorry. I hope in season 2, or somewhere time in the seasons, we get to see not Emmett's dog, Mars's dog.
Mars's dog. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like,
That makes more sense.
Listen,
I can just send you pictures of my dog if you want.
We take the dog.
Also, it's a podcast. How many pictures of dogs are we gonna see?
All of them.
Ah, another cat. Look at that face.
A baby.
He's an ugly sleeper. I don't know what to do with him.
Love him.
Love him. Give him love and pets.
There should be an all-dog podcast.
There should.
An audio drama, but it's all in dog, so we can't understand it.
Yes.
It's for dogs, by dogs, about dogs.
I support this.
In a show I was in that is now sadly deceased, Misadventure by Death, one of the voice actors was literally the creator's dog, who was credited in every episode, and it was so cute.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
It's always sad when shows end, like, out of nowhere. Because I was listening to that show for a while. I don't know if it ended out of nowhere, I just know it ended.
There was stuff happened with one of the other voice actors, so it was like, yeah, we can't do this show anymore, but it was a good show.
I have a business card from it, I think, from Podtails.
Oh, yeah, you probably met Jake. Or I think Caleb now.
I remember very little. It was very loud.
Understandable. No, it was a good show, and I miss it, but c'est la vie.
C'est la vie. These things
But
happen.
The dog was so cute. I miss the dog mostly.
Okay, priorities.
Yeah. Priority 1, dog. Priority 2, cat.
Priority 3?
Nothing else matters.
Dog.
Yes.
Alright, I think we should probably end the stream here. So thank you everyone for listening and for joining us. Thank you guys for joining me. This has been fun.
It has been fun. It's nice to catch up every week.
I love re-listening to this show.
Yeah. I'm noticing so much more this time round than I did when I first listened to it.
Especially because you know who the host is now.
Yes, in theory.
In theory.
See, this is why I love spoilers. You notice things the first time around if you're already spoiled about how it ends.
This is true. Once you know where, like, it's interesting. It's fun going through it the first time and not knowing anything. And then you go through it again and you realizing what has happened. And then you're like, holy shit. This all makes sense.
I did that last night when I rewatched Knives Out. And I was like, oh, this is so intricate. Which also is a very good film and y'all should watch. It's good. I think it's on Amazon Prime just now. Although, fuck Amazon, but, like...
There goes our Amazon. God. This joke was bad. I can't remember the word. Sponsorship.
I represent none of the views of Zebulon Podcasting Network. All views are my own, and fuck Amazon.
Well, as long as there's a disclaimer, that's fine.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you guys for joining.
We can go.
Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.